what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Master TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Master TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Master TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Paul Master TV. What we gotta watch, what we gotta watch. Yeah, buddy, that's right. Get exposure right now. Holler at the homie Paul Mash, man, for Paul Mash TV. Hit up Paul Mash TV across all social media sites, alright? Who we got next? Got next.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time once again. We're glad that you could join us for again another episode. And we got another great interview coming up momentarily. But before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and you're always going to get the latest interviews whenever they become available. So I hope you do that. And check out the comment section. On one of the first posts, you're going to see links to our caps and t-shirts that we hope that you'll buy. And feel free to leave your own comment. We'd love to hear from you that way. And feel free to email us at paulmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. This is good for not just for bands and solo artists that want to be on the show, but if you're a fan as well, feel free to email us and we'll always respond back to you. We have Facebook too. Go to our Facebook page at facebook.com/PaulMashTV. Feel free to like the page, inboxes, comment on what you see there. We'd love to hear from you as well. And we have an official web address, and all that will be, mentioned again in the closing credits. So we hope you'll stay tuned for that. In just a moment or two, we've got Gandhi Quigs. He's from Boston, Massachusetts, and talented hip hop artist. And I think you're really going to like this guy. But before we get into that, let's go into a quick word from ClickJam. Don't go away.
We got history, got me feeling the nostalgia when you look at me, thinking about what could.
Well, hello everybody, it's time for interview time, and with us from Boston, Massachusetts, we have Gandhi Quigs. Thanks for joining us, Gandhi.
That's right. Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me.
Okay, no problem. Why don't you tell us a little bit about why you decided to become a musician? Everyone has their own story, so let's hear your story about how you became an artist.
Well, as a youngin', I was really introduced to hip hop music at a very young age, and I honestly was intrigued by the expression. And as the years went on, it became more from when I first started, it was more about the technicalities of writing in hip hop, like double time and fast. As I got older, it became more lifestyle. And we've been in a lifestyle thing. So this is basically my life. It's real easy. It's a big form of expression, one of the biggest forms of expression in my life. So, besides the culture, the lifestyle, or clothing and all that, I'm more into the, just speaking about the lifestyle. And I've been doing it for quite some time. I don't put numbers on it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Okay, well that's good, and I'm glad that you enjoy doing what you do, and you did make some couple good points there. So I'm glad that you shared it with us. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of your musical influences as far as hip hop goes? I mean, I'm sure there's a few artists that stand out in your mind.
Well, first off and foremost, I want to give a recipes to Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, and the slew of others, Jam Master Jay, Freaky Ty. I mean, the list goes on and on who have given their contributions over the years. But for the ones that are here, you have ones like Karis One, Big Daddy Kane, LL Cool J, Slick Rick, and when you get into what the 90s had to offer into it, you have the Notorious B.I.G., Jay-Z, Nas, Mobb Deep, fluid West Coast artist, Snoop Dogg, the entire Death Row movement, the entire Ruthless Records movement with Eazy-E. and Dr. Dre and them guys.
Yeah, you mentioned a few good ones there. I remember those people, and they really have a lot of talent, and so I think you picked a few good, influences there. Right. Well, talk about your music there. Tell everybody where you can find your music at. Is it all streaming? Are there physical copies? Let us know.
Yeah, you could go basically on any streaming site, YouTube, you Spotify, you Apple Music, or most of the stuff, most of my content goes through my Facebook accounts first. They launch through there and they seep through everywhere else after them, because that is one of the first places where they come and check for as far as I'm concerned. Some people don't understand that, even though that people are not your friends on some of these sites or followers, they can see your content. So due to the fact that I'm more than just music at this point, I'm more into creative content, creating visual content. We're into doing audio books. We're doing an audio book right now by my partner. His name is Chris Bryant. He wrote this novel called It Came from Harlem. And it's a story about two guys from the streets who basically got together in prison, came home, and tried to continue the legacy of what sent them to prison, just to go back and seek redemption. So what we're doing is we're putting it into an audio book, and we have cameras, and we're going to be filming, because I feel as though the things that come out now, I don't think they have any authenticity to them. I think that it's done for like clickbait. That's why you see a lot of foolishness. Some things that don't even have anything pertaining to music. Like the music nowadays, the artists nowadays, they don't even believe their music needs to be up to par. They just need to do silly things for attention. It's just a difference.
Okay. Well, everybody, I'm sorry, were you going to say something else?
No, go ahead. No, I wasn't saying.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Well, I was just going to tell everybody, just go out there and listen to Gandhi Quigs. I'm sure he would appreciate that. And
Gandhi Quigs on Facebook, Mr. Gandhi Quigs, Mr. Massachusetts, Gandhi Quigs 100 on Instagram, and same thing on Twitter, Gandhi Quigs, Ghetto America on YouTube. The channel is Ghetto America.
Okay. Okay, and again, speaking of your music, we're getting ready to watch a music video from you right now. Can you tell us the title of it, and if there's a story behind the song, we'd love to hear it.
Well, the video I sent was it's the intro to the last project I dropped a couple months ago called Quigs and Friends Volume 2. And this is the intro, was just basically to set tone. And Quigs and Friends Volume 2 is basically, I handpicked about 9 different artists, and we came together and we made a compilation. We used my name because a lot of those names people don't know, and I'm a little more known than a couple of them. So I make a footstep through me, and then you get to see these other artists that are very good artists that should be seen. So I basically use myself as a platform for them to be seen.
Okay. All right. Well, we're looking forward to seeing this. Yeah. And we'll do that in just a minute. But Gandhi, well, thank you for coming on the show. We'd love to have you back sometime if you got anything to plug for us.
Thank you, Paul. Appreciate your time, and salute to everybody doing their thing. Appreciation. Dome Crack Nation, we here.
Okay, and here's Gandhi Quigs with the video right here on Palm Mash TV. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hey, Pop, get over here. Yeah. Just recording.
Don't crack nation.
Cause I'm what they not, they mad at me. Cause I'm what they not, they mad at me. took niggas' careers and conduct a practice run. All survivors face a wear and tear, I like after the action's done. All y'all ever did is mimic me, sounding like so gimmicky. Disrespecting my movement and like I won't give it to you instantly. Hold up, see I don't owe niggas shit, so personally swallow your pride with those words you spit. Yeah, I have niggas followed home and murder your ass up quick. Real quick, I'm talking in an instance, one blinking at a beat, it niggas shake, drop, and roll to escape these flames. When I cock it back and then I bang bang, all that's left is your remains. That's it. They must have forgot about me, so here's my reminder. When you gon' do what you do, ain't nothing gon' stop me from finding ya. Nothing. Then I'm gon' line ya. Just such an awkward time to bring the drama to your door. That smoke will blow down, find ya. It'll outline ya, flatline ya, and design ya. Told these motherfuckers when it comes to this, I rhyme rough. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, okay, cause I'm what they not. They mad at me, they mad, cause I'm what they not. I run laps around the project on some Olympic shit. 100-yard dash, that's when a nigga just flipped the brake. When a car crash, that's when a nigga just flipped it whip. Tricking off daily. Now he's finding a newer fit. I call that hustling backwards on some stupid shit. Yeah. Since I was 12, nigga, I knew what a ruler meant. Yeah. 1 through a 6, that was a half of a hole. Better yet, I want a hole for a half. Yeah. So I can employ my staff. Nice. Started giving out packs. Yeah. To really catch cash. Went from you got the triple whatever you grasp. Facts. Started robbing niggas. Same one I gave packs to. Okay. Call it a give and go. Fuck it. That was my attitude. Tomorrow ain't promised. Nope. That's why I mastered all my moves. Tied up all the loose ends. Still raging war. Look smooth. Yeah. Niggas took quigs for a joke. Now look at them. They don't want laugh no more. Nope. Came at me 60 deep after 100 shots. Now they fell 50 short. Woo. They mad at me, cause I'm what they not. They mad